the size of the club and the expectation heaped on him. But it's amazing what a goal can do, so he needs one of those. Moises Caicedo is in there somewhere, and he's picked up where he left off last season. Really dynamic in that mid.
How Ruben Amorim has set out his side. He's made 2 changes from that derby. Last, Harry Maguire gets his first Premier League start of the season, and Casemiro comes into the midfield. Manuel Ugarte and Lenny Euro are on the bench, alongside Matheus Cunha and Mason Mount, who missed that derby through injury, but they're back amongst the substitutes today. For Chelsea, there are 4 the side that dropped 2 points against Brentford. Marc Cucurella, Reece James.
Up at West Ham tonight, they start together. And João Pedro, a goal scorer in each of Chelsea's wins this season, again leads the line. 3 weeks on from leaving Old Trafford, Alejandro Garnacho makes a prompt return in Chelsea blue.
About the size of the club and the expectation heaped on him, but it's amazing what a goal can do, so he needs one of those. Moises Caicedo is in there somewhere, and he's picked up where he left off last season. Really dynamic in that middle ground with his tackling and leading of the game, and it's an area of the pitch that could be vital tonight. He's got the legs over Caicedo, over Casemiro and Fernandes, especially with Cole Palmer dropping in. Chelsea may be able to dominate.
Well, no let up in the rain. Ruben Amorim, who had quite a successful start as Manchester United boss, predicted when that happened that there would be a storm coming, but perhaps even he didn't envisage just how long it would last, or the kind of buffeting that he's got as United boss. His team trying to get off to a good early start here. Mazraoui forced back to Matthijs de Ligt as Chelsea sit in deep to begin with. Cucurella blocks the attempted cross from de Ligt, and Esteban gets it away, but to no one in particular in Chelsea blue.
Yeah, Esteban started on the left-hand side, the youngster. Pedro Neto over on the right, his favoured side.
It's picking holes in this Chelsea defence. That's going to be key now for Manchester United. Ruben Amorim, who always looks quite jovial and relaxed in the build-up, and then the first whistle goes and the pacing starts.
Yeah, I mean, they've become more attack-minded, if you like. They're having more shots on goal, but in terms of being clinical, they're a long way off.
Well, that's what he's called for, isn't it? Clinical finishing and aggressive defending. He feels they've been doing a lot right in the middle third, but not in the areas where it really matters. And Mbeumo going in to try and be aggressive there and unsettle Sanchez, which he did to a degree, but then Mbeumo withdrew himself knowing that he would have been offside. Here's Cole Palmer back in Manchester, and Esteban is tackled by Mazraoui, who wins the throw.
Yeah, saw him at West Ham, Esteban, a few weeks back when he did well over on the right side on that occasion.
Player who scored against Chelsea in July when he was still a Palmeiras player, knowing that he would be moving to Stamford Bridge. Here is Bruno Fernandes on the occasion of his 200th game for Manchester United. Back from Dorgu to Luke Shaw. Shaw and De Ligt, the two who've started every Premier League game so far for United. De Ligt is the only one who's finished every game. Now Dorgu getting his cross away, Šeško on the reach and Bomo coming in, and it was straight at Rob Sanchez. Mazraoui swings it back in, Chalobah defends it. Back in by De Ligt, it's Dorgu! And he has it taken off his toe. Reece James stopped him from getting his shot away. Vibrant start from the home side.
Well, it's quite a tight angle for Burma. What a goal-saving challenge this is to kick it all the way back in left order.
Reece James, who hasn't always been used as a right back by Enzo Maresca in his more regular role today, and certainly Chelsea were glad he was in that position at the right time to deny Dorgu.
Yeah, he's played in midfield, did in Munich in the week. Sometimes I've seen him in the middle. He's looked a little uncomfortable, so he's glad to get back. Full back.
On by Šeško. Bomo's in! Just makes it down! It's certainly a free kick! And was there enough cover there to prevent it from being a clear goal-scoring opportunity?
But there's two Chelsea defenders.
It's a red card! He's shown the red card to Rob Sanchez, and what an horrific...